What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the notification gang, hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, all of the channel donations. It really helps to keep the movement going. We start pushing forward, and also the Patreon patrons. Now I'm back with my original segment, Boxing Ego's First Look, which is the tale of the tape, a sneak peek, a preview of the fight before the fight. Now Saturday, August 26th, live on pay-per-view, we have Floyd Money Mayweather versus the Notorious Conor McGregor. This will be a 12-round boxing match, and this is a fight a lot of people thought wouldn't or couldn't happen, because this is the MMA world meets the boxing world, and the two have been going back and forth. You've seen a ton of TMZ interviews with both of them, Conor and Floyd. They were bashing each other. Floyd would go on national TV on Showtime and say, the only person I'm coming back for is Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor said, I'm getting my boxing license, start training. There was leaked footage of him and Chris Van Heerden, South African boxer that fought Errol Spence Jr., that leaked, and people were like, okay, Conor's really taking this serious. So, like it or not, there's been different fans who feel different ways about this fight. This is the fight we are getting. It's on Showtime pay-per-view again, August 26th. So, I'm looking forward to the fight. I mean, I'm not going to front. And in terms of entertainment, they've been doing a good job selling the fight. They have a Showtime All Access. The press tour was lit. They had a bunch of one-liners, made a lot of headlines. I think you have two of combat sports' biggest names, probably the biggest names in combat sports, Floyd Mayweather, and then you have Conor McGregor. There are some interesting attributes in this, mainly Conor's size and Floyd's age versus Floyd's skill and Conor's experience fighting, but not as a boxer. So it's one of those situations where curiosity killed the cat. And I think people are going to tune in because Floyd, he's been on a 2-year hiatus ever since he fought Manny Pacquiao in 2015. He later fought Andre Berto. That closed up his Showtime deal and multi-fight contract. And then he was on the sidelines, basically just promoting fights. He had a big card in January with his now star Gervonta Tank Davis, who won a title against Jose Pedraza. You also had his other fighter, Badou, who was a champion at 168. He fought James DeGale. So he's been doing the promoter thing, just co-promoting some of Broner's fights, the Granados fight, the Mikey Garcia fight. And this is the fight that lured him back to the boxing world. And like I said, some people complain, but there's literally no one other than Conor McGregor that I can think of in the boxing world that would generate what this fight is going to do. I think it'll do very solid numbers, and that's the era we live in. We live in the social media age where Mayweather calls it the Mayweather era. Information at our fingertips. We got Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, social media, and I think Conor McGregor in the UFC and just in general, he's done a great job with his brand and making, in a short period of time, making his name be felt, and a lot of people know him. He says, he has a famous quote, it goes something like, we didn't come here to take part, we came to take over. And he holds it down in the UFC. There's, bar none, no star that's bigger than him. You could say Ronda Rousey was up there in terms of stardom and notoriety. People knew the name and stuff, but she took 2 back-to-back bad losses. Conor did take a loss to Nate Diaz in the octagon, which he later avenged in the rematch. Some people were hoping for a trilogy, but again, this is the fight we're getting, and I really don't believe there's anyone in boxing you could say is wrong, fair, or unfair. I don't think there's anyone that's going to generate the paycheck for both fighters that these two will meet, because you have to also consider you got two completely different. Boxing is boxing. Even though there's portions of MMA that utilizes boxing, it's mixed martial arts. Some guys in the MMA, they're talented wrestlers, but they can't box a lick. You know what I mean? You have other guys like Conor McGregor. Most of his victories come from accurate striking. You know what I mean? More of a stand-up, like a boxer, right? So it's mixed martial arts. So even though it encompasses some of the different disciplines, jiu-jitsu and judo and boxing, it's totally different. So you have completely different fan bases. I know some people that know the UFC from top to bottom, all the stars, even in every division, you know what I mean? but they don't know anything about boxing. Vice versa. I know some people that only watch boxing. So this is the first time we get this kind of hybrid where you get the biggest stars from each independent discipline meeting in the middle, August 26th, T-Mobile Arena. Plus, this is a new arena, state-of-the-art venue, and Floyd has never fought there because it's like I said, I think Canelo Alvarez and Amir Khan might have been the first boxing fight at that venue. So for all intents and purposes, I think this is just really a big fight. Like I said, I really like Conor McGregor. I like his bravado, his confidence, and like I said, I think curiosity is going to get the best of most people, whether somehow, some way, I think people are going to watch this fight. And I think that's what it boils down to. And I think that's why this fight was in fact made. You got two charismatic personalities, and you can argue that Conor McGregor took a lot of chapters out of Floyd Mayweather's playbook, but he's added his own swag and his own bravado. He has the accent. He's from Ireland, but these guys are very similar if you think about it. Not necessarily in the way they fight or this and that, like personal life, but just the flashy, lavish stuff, the trash talking to sell tickets, and then they fight, and they both have skills. So it is what it is. Now let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Floyd Money Mayweather has a perfect, unblemished record of 49-0. This will be his chance to break Rocky Marciano's record by becoming 50-0. This is a boxing sanctioned event, therefore it would count on his boxing record, despite Conor McGregor having a 0-0 boxing record. Now, for the sake of combat sports, I put down Conor McGregor's MMA record. He was fighting the UFC. Before that, he was fighting in Ireland. He has an MMA record of 21-3. Obviously, this is a hybrid fight where you have two different worlds colliding. Boxing meets MMA. Age. The age advantage clearly goes to Conor McGregor. He's only 29 years old, under 30, and Floyd Mayweather is 40 years of age. Floyd Mayweather is listed at 5'8" tall. I think he's a little bit, maybe even a little bit shorter than that. Conor McGregor is the bigger person. You've seen him. I seen there was one face-off where Mayweather had these like high platform shoes, so his height looked closer. But Conor McGregor's clearly the taller person. He's listed at 5'9" tall. Now, this fight will take place at 154 pounds per the contract and 10-ounce gloves. So junior middleweight, 154. Conor McGregor in his last fight in the UFC 205, he fought Eddie Alvarez and he knocked him out, and he became a lightweight, the UFC's lightweight champion. That was at 155. So they both have experience right around this range. Conor McGregor, he's definitely big. He's even fought as high as 170 versus Nate Diaz, and that was a last-minute replacement, and he was still willing to come in heavier. Floyd Mayweather fought at 54 when he fought first time when he fought Oscar De La Hoya, beat him, and that's where he kind of became Money Mayweather. And then after that, he fought Miguel Cotto at 154, and he fought Canelo Alvarez at 152, a catchweight. Now, this is very interesting too. Despite lacking the boxing background, Conor McGregor is the person with the longer reach. Conor McGregor has a reach of 74 inches to Floyd Mayweather, who has a reach of 72 inches. Now, the reason this is interesting to me is because I follow Floyd's whole career, especially the last 10, 15 years of it, right? Go back and watch the fights, things of that sort. And Floyd Mayweather, in the divisions he was fighting at 135, when he's at welterweight, things like that, oftentimes he has the longer arms, 72 inches. Just so you guys know, 72 inches for Floyd's height and frame is pretty long for his arms, because Mike Tyson, a heavyweight, actually, go Google it, has a shorter reach than Floyd Mayweather, right? And Mike Tyson's a bit taller, and he's a heavyweight. So I think that's pretty impressive. But now up against Conor McGregor, a guy who's not even really supposed to be here, but having a mouthpiece and the charisma and the ability to sell, this fight is now taking place. And now we're in a fight where somebody has a longer reach than him, which I don't remember the last fight that was the case, where the person he fought at a longer reach, but Conor McGregor does have long arms too. He's a bit taller, so on paper, despite obviously going up against the greatest boxer of this era, Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor has most of the physical height, size, just bulk, reach. He has those advantages, and then youth, of course. So, love it or hate it, this is the fight we're getting August 26th, T-Mobile Arena. I'm definitely going to tune in. A lot of people said this, that, and the third, but they'll be watching. Like Floyd Mayweather says, whether they watch to see me win or they watch to see me lose, they still pay. They still watch. You know what I mean? And Conor McGregor, he's must-see TV too. So we'll see what happens August 26th. It's kind of a freak show in the sense of, when's the last time we seen in prime boxer, like an undefeated boxer, fight a guy who's kind of at the top of his game, even though he has losses. A guy like Conor McGregor, coming off of a great performance in the UFC. It's real rare that we see that. Usually guys give it a shot when they're past their expiration date in their respective sports. They'll go to the BKB or they'll go to the UFC, like Ricardo Mayorga, after several losses in regular boxing. Let me know who wins. Some people are picking the underdog, Conor McGregor. I think Vegas, the odds makers, should still be with Floyd Mayweather. Even though he's older, he's hard to beat, especially to a guy who his primary discipline is not boxing or boxing only. Let me know your thoughts. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.